Keep moving my camera.
We're
on?
rolling.
Oh, we're live. We're live. Hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Three Trail Stitchers. So welcome. Welcome back if you are returning. Welcome if you are a new subscriber. We have quite a few because of amazing people who gave us shout outs. So I've not watched her latest video. I probably will tonight, but I know Lollipop Stitches gave us a shout out. Bobby at Pumpkin Creek Primitives. Janet Jabber gave us a really nice shout out as well. And then Count Twice Stitch Once has given us a shout out a couple times. If you know of other people, it's nice in the comments when someone says, I came here through, Janet Jabber or somebody like that.
Yeah, I saw a few.
Then we can say thank you. So it's really nice. People are very kind. It's a good community. So
It really is.
So welcome. So it might not be 2050 before we reach 500 subscribers.
It might not.
I'm moving that date up to like, I don't know, 2030.
Yeah.
Actually, we have about
79.
Yeah, so we have.
I got on and looked because I needed to know what number Flosstube this was. And I saw a comment from someone last week before I forget, and I'm so sorry I didn't get the name, but they asked where I got the notebook cover tutorial.
Yeah.
And that's from Birdcage and Thread. I think that's what it's called. She has great YouTube tutorials. Some of them follow like patterns that you have to purchase, and then she does the tutorial. But her notebook tutorial, you don't need to purchase anything. She even has the little worksheet, and it's super simple to follow. So Birdcage
nice.
and Thread.
Yeah, I saw that comment, but I didn't know, so I didn't answer it. So.
And all the pages for our stitching notebooks came from stitchallthethings.com. I said I would remember that this week. So stitchallthethings.com. And she does crochet and knitting, and I think a little bit of everything, but she has a spot where she has like free stuff, and those are in there. They're free. So that was it. Sorry.
That's our housekeeping. I just zoned out for a minute.
My dog here because I don't housekeep anything else.
All right.
My dogwood is blooming, so I keep getting distracted. It's just like all of a sudden I was driving home from getting lunch, and I was like, is there dogwood blooming? I wonder if my dogwood's blooming. And it is. It's starting to anyway.
Are those the ones with the pink flowers?
Yeah, it's the state tree of Missouri.
Well,
Okay, I've lived in Missouri for a year.
Some are pink, some are white.
And there's
And
even
some
different
my neighbor has one.
shades of pink. There's some that are darker pink than
They're very pretty trees.
they are.
Some people's are much fuller. Mine's on the side of my house, and so I don't know that it gets enough. I don't think it has
Dad's is usually really full, but his is white, and sometimes I think the white ones get fuller than the pink.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's somebody not too far from here that they planted two together. And so they've kind of like wound together. And so it's like pink and white, but it's two.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So there you go. That's if you are waiting for the quiz later, state tree of Missouri.
Dogwood.
Flowering dogwood. Okay.
But the state flower is not the dogwood, it's the hawthorn.
Yeah. Yeah. And we like to keep it exciting.
There will be quizzes.
right, yeah. Just random trivia.
Only for Whitney,
We
though.
like to keep our state things as random as our weather. So, all right. So, does anyone have any finishes? We'll get into this is a channel about cross stitch. People say that, and I always forget. So, but I figure people catch on like 15 minutes in.
Right.
Finished from like weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
So finally, here is my little MI Studios Easter gnome.
Cute.
And I see many more gnomes in my future. I think I will kind of cut around him and make a little stuffy pillow out of him.
I like the eggs.
That fabric turned out perfect.
I love
for
this
it.
fabric. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have two pseudo finishes. They're sow finishes, so I'll do that. So I finished. We're doing April as all the whips April # all the whips April. But so far, mostly I've just touched sows, which I mean they're whips, so it counts. Right?
Yeah, it counts.
So I finished part 1 of Cozy Cafe by Frosted Pumpkin, which
Sorry.
Whitney's already finished and Sarah's pretty far on, but
It's
not
so
bad.
It looks good.
cute.
It looks good on that fabric.
yeah, I had a fabric crisis because I had chosen to do it on fiddler's cloth, but it has so many like beige and it just wasn't working. And so I was kind of tearing through my fabric trying to find something that would work. And I found this blue, which is, I'm trying to remember. This is a coloring cotton, I think, that I got at CC.
Do you have raspberry on there?
Oh, no, I forgot raspberry. I'm not done. This is like my week in a nutshell. You kidding me? Anyway, this is mostly done. It'll have raspberry back stitch there. It's just a mocha. And I also didn't do the beads, but they suggested waiting until the end to do the beads. So
I'm nervous about that. I've never done bead work before, so that
I've done a little bit. It's not, I think you'll end up liking it.
I think so.
And I don't think it's going to have like a ton. So
No.
beads. My other, I keep thinking of things I forgot to bring over here when I.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
So my other finish is the first part of the Barbara Anna Dreaming Frida Sal. This is on Vintage Country Mocha 14 count because I couldn't get 16.
I love it. I love the
that
colors
so
on it look really
much.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, my lighting as always is bad, but I like it. These blue here, these teal are backstitched. And so I like how
wow.
it kind of gives it
Oh
some
yeah.
depth. So on the little butterflies, I really like the keys. So the only thing I didn't do is I didn't backstitch the strings that the keys hang from, but I'm going to wait and do that when I get the next part. So, because sometimes backstitch lays weird if you
Yeah.
you snap on. So very excited. The next part of that comes out the 15th, I believe. So that's it. That's my pseudo finishes.
Are you going to do your whip now?
I've been a Sal gal. Oh, I guess, yeah.
We've gone out of order. Things are like,
Okay.
you know.
It's all
I have-
discombobulated.
Actually, I have 2 whips, but I didn't do much on, I picked up my Judith Kirby Victorian Halloween house thing on Friday night. And I stitched more of the picket fence starting on house 2, the second house. So I'm not showing it because I mean, I seriously did like 4 pickets and then I was like, oh, I'm good for tonight. Because then on Saturday, the first part of the Follow the Yellow Brick Road Sal came out from Little Dove Designs. This is on fiddler's cloth, 14 count. And
I love it.
stitched the border a month ago or something when it came out, but this is the first part and it's going to be Glenda and Dorothy. So I'm thinking that what she's going to do is go in order of when she meets people.
Oh,
So I'm guessing this might be the Scarecrow.
Oh, that would be neat.
A Scarecrow, it's 6 boxes. 10 Man, Cowardly Lion, I don't know which way she'll go.
The Wicked Witch.
Oh yeah, the witch, maybe the witch will go here, then the 10 Man.
Wizard.
And then I'm guessing Emerald City with the wizard. So that's my guess, but I don't
That
know.
would be cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I like the Yellow Brick Road. It's like 4 different colors. Yeah, so anyway, I'm excited. So I'm going to keep working on that probably until I finish it. It's quite a bit of stitching. I think each square is going to be quite a bit of stitching. So because Glenda's dress is of course
Big.
gigantic. So, but that's my only.
Your only whip.
Yeah.
I have 2. So this is what I got done last weekend.
Oh wow, that's quite a bit.
My witch board. So I still have quite a bit to come down and
Does the border
And then-
go all the way across the bottom?
yes.
Yeah.
And there's like some skulls and I still have the whole other side to do. And this is my welcome to our neck of the woods.
Oh wow.
oh wow.
You got a lot
I
done on
worked on
that.
this all week. I haven't worked on my witch board since last Saturday, but I worked on this all week.
That looks really good.
Yeah, thank you. And I haven't touched my other whip yet because I was going to work on my Fright Night
Yeah.
Sal and I don't know, I got it all ready to go and I was like, I don't feel like working on that. So,
Well, I think
so those are my 2 whips.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome.
So last Saturday night while we were watching movies, I worked on some of the border for Funky Menagerie.
I love
I
that.
love that.
And then I started the Cozy Cafe. And I worked on it a little bit Sunday, but then I wouldn't let myself stitch until I finished my Mark Twain book so I could write my quiz. So I finally get to stitch today.
People were asking, because that's Fiddler's Cloth, right?
Which one?
Your Cozy
It's-
Cafe, and you dyed
Yeah,
it.
it's my cozy. Yes, this is Fiddler's Cloth 16, which we didn't think existed, but we found at Joann's. And I dunked it in rose quartz.
Did it take the dye, you think, okay, or you had
I
to go
think it
through a
took the
couple
dye
times?
really well. I think it, I really like it. I will probably do something like this again for something else later, but
It turned out almost the exact color as mine. And I
Yes.
used white
Yeah,
Ada and
yeah,
tan and rose quartz. And they're really close.
yes.
And it
So
makes the
I'm-
difference because a lot of those colors just, I don't think will show up well just on a tan. So you need that little bit of pink or red, or
Yeah. So I will
somebody's
be
doing
working
theirs on purple and it looks really cool.
when we're done.
Oh
with
yeah, that would
it.
be pretty.
Is it Tabitha Carey on Instagram? I'm pretty sure it's her, and it looks really cool. Yeah. Yes, Tabitha Carey. She's on Instagram, and hers is on purple.
Ooh, that does
I
look
like
good.
that.
Yeah, I really like that.
That looks really good.
She does lots of frosted pumpkin too. So, haul. Anybody got some haul?
I don't have any haul. Not yet.
Haul. Sarah, do you have haul?
The only thing I have
I gotta get
is
something.
I got a needle minder from Fangirl Fibers, and it looks like a Mickey pretzel.
Cute.
And she has several of these that look like different Disney snacks.
Oh,
And
neat.
I may just like buy 1 or 2 a month until I have them all.
Oh yeah, do you like it?
It's adorable. And I like, because I stitch in hand, so I don't keep my needle minder on my fabric. I keep it on my board. So I like that the back of it is kind of another little, I mean, it's her logo, but I like that it's not just a magnet, it's on a little piece of wood. So it's kind of like, for me, it's another needle minder. So yeah,
I feel like we could also wear those like as pins.
I think we could too. I just
Oh yeah.
lose it.
Yeah.
So it might go to Disney when we go. I just don't know. I want to be very careful with it.
Yeah.
But I do think she's got several treats. And so I think I'm going to buy 1 or 2 a month. They were like, it's like $8.50 in shipping. Which I don't think is bad because it's really
No. Some needle minders are like $10. So
cute. All right. That's all I got. I don't have anything else.
I looked up Glowforge. I posted it because they make those with something called a Glowforge.
Oh, okay.
And so I looked it up like one night. I looked it up and now all my ads.
Yeah.
Glowforge.
I'm just
like,
curious.
Yeah,
How
first
much
of all,
are
they're
they?
too expensive for me. And so
Well, how much was it?
I don't remember. I mean, it was expensive. I don't remember.
Oh.
But I mean, I seriously looked it up like 1 second. Glowforge, Googled it, and now it's like every Facebook ad.
Everything. You know those oats that we were talking about?
The overnight oats. Yeah.
Yes.
That's all that shows
That's
up on
all I'm
of my
getting. And I'm
social
getting
media
emails
now.
from like crazy.
Everything is an ad for those.
There's a good question. If anyone does those overnight oats, let us know what you think because we've been curious.
Yeah,
So,
we've been curious. So
anyway, that's totally off the topic, but I was about to go into like smoothies and all kinds
that
of
was
things.
random corner.
We got a lot of those.
Yeah.
So I do have some haul, but it's just because things came in that had been on order. I didn't really buy anything this week, but my part 9 of the Prim Stitch series came in. It's Welcome and Cheerful. So it's number 9 of 12.
I kind of want to do those. I'll probably steal them from you.
Those are cute.
Yeah, they're very cute. They're very colorful. I don't know when I'll stitch them. It was one of those like, I'm going to join this stitch along whim things. And then, each month I'm like, when am I going to stitch this? But I love the bright colors and it looks like it would be an easy stitch, like sort of a
Mhm.
relaxing thing, but And then I also got my order from Cecilia's a couple weeks ago after we got back from
Tulsa.
Yes, I ordered a couple patterns that I had seen. Like this one is the one that I wanted. This is Plum Street Samplers, Elizabeth the First. It says the end crowneth the work. And it says Elizabeth the First and it has Elizabeth. I'm not gonna take it out of the plastic because it's one of those ones that's hard to get back in. But I love it. And I saw it on Mama Loves You GB, another floss tuber, who's also awesome. And she showed it and I went on a search for it. And I think it's an old one. I mean, just from the look of it, because their patterns don't look like this anymore. But it doesn't have a year and I could not find it pretty much anywhere. But I was like, I'll check Cecilia's because they have a lot of older patterns sometimes. And they had it. So this is what I ordered, but things can't travel alone. So,
Right.
No, because they get scared in the dark.
and this is done in like silks, but I won't, I'll do DMC, but I really like it. Anyway, so that I bought, and then this is what I bought to go with it. And this I will take out because it's not one of those ones that's glued at the top. I ordered another tumbleweeds pattern because that's all I ordered.
Oh, cute.
And it says American Frontier, 1869. I love like the two houses.
Oh yeah.
And this in the middle. This, for some reason, this makes me think of Fort Osage.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I see that.
So I don't know. I just really liked it. So I want to start stitching these. I'm trying to decide what like my May plans are going to be because I have two differing ideas of what I want to do. So
I know. I had an idea and now I'm looking over here because I stole this from Mom's. And now like I want to do all the hedgehog stuff. So I don't know. I might change my mind.
thievery. Oh, and then the last thing I bought was a needle minder. It's a Frida Kahlo needle minder for all of my Frida patterns.
Oh, I like that.
You didn't
Yeah,
already
it's
have a
pretty
Frida
cool.
Kahlo needle minder?
I don't actually.
That's
Really?
amazing.
I thought I did because I had
I thought you did too.
a pin that we turned into one, but I don't see it anywhere. So I don't know. But look at the back of her magnet is like bejeweled.
Oh.
And I would tell you who I ordered this from, but I can't remember. So let me check Etsy. I have another purchase that I'm waiting for it to come in. Needle Minders and More on Etsy is who I ordered it from. And they have a lot of cute ones. I also ordered a lap stand, but it's not here yet. I think it's going to take, it says by April 16th or something, but it hasn't shipped yet. So
I'm excited for you to get that. See what you think.
I'm
about it.
excited. I'm hoping it helps because my elbows been bothering me off and on. So I'm hoping that maybe it will help a little bit. So
I have a random question for
Mhm.
all of our subscribers and people out there. Anyone who makes needle minders on Shrinky Dink, I want to know what size you start out with. I got some printable Shrinky Dink that I can run through my printers, but I don't know what size to print first before I heat it and shrink it. And it's a little pricey, so I don't really want to waste it. So if anyone knows what size you start off with to get down to like, I don't know, a 1.5 by 1.5 needle minder, let me know. That's it. That's really all I had. I don't know.
That's a good question.
I thought it was.
Yeah,
And
I didn't think about
people out
that.
there
I
are
never
much
really
more-
like we didn't really do Shrinky Dinks as kids.
No, we did a few times, but not, I mean, it wasn't like a passion.
Right.
We didn't have a passion for Shrinky Dinks.
No, we didn't have a
Ours-
passion for
Ours
shrinking.
was more Play-Doh than anything.
Yeah, Play-Doh for sure.
Play-Doh and decanters.
Yeah. I was gonna say something.
I still
Oh,
have that, by the
yeah.
way.
My plans are just to work on this Wizard of Oz thing, and then I want to go back to my Judith Kirby. I always want to say something. I want to say like Brenda something. I don't know why, but Judith Kirby. I want to go back to those and try to do a little bit. I still would like to touch my other two whips this month, but you know, I decided to do all the Sal's, so we'll see. But
It's hard to keep up with like all the whips. Because I get
Yeah,
like
I think-
real into one of them and then I don't want to work on the other, you know, I just want to work on that one thing. So
I think if I wasn't
it's kinda
doing
hard.
5 Sal's, I would probably have a better chance, but Because I do want to get those done.
this-
Like I would like to have the Judith Kirby done before Halloween, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And I really want to get my national parks piece done, but
You know, you have a few months before Halloween.
This is true.
I know, but it's just like,
I don't know if you know how the months
you start
work.
something new and,
Like we have April and then May, June, July, August, September, October. It's not April, October.
this cat.
It's
She's awesome. Someone is burning something in my neighborhood and I'm really hoping it's not a house.
that would be
Probably someone around here, I think, was burning leaves or
I
something.
think it's leaves. It's got that kind of
Yeah.
odd scent. I
Which
never
is
have my windows
illegal.
open. This is like a whole new thing for me. But the cats can't be on the porch
Poor
because we have
baby.
wasps.
Yeah.
And while one of them could care less and would leave them alone, the other one seems to think it's her duty
Yeah, Bernie.
to chase all the wasps.
Nobody wants to see your tail. Do you have plans, Whitney?
plans. I am just gonna keep working on my whips. Hopefully I will start that Fright Night. I really need to finish it, and
It'd be kind of cool though if you finished your house, the welcome to, you got a lot done on that.
You did.
yeah, but it's a lot bigger than I realized. Like everything I
Yeah.
do, I think is not
I
going to be a huge project, and then they are. So it's quite a bit bigger than I thought. But yeah, it's kind of what I'm into. So I was gonna pick up my witchboard and start working on it, but I'm just grooving with the other one. So
Yeah.
who
If
knows?
you're in the mood, just keep going.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, Sarah?
I'm gonna work on the Cozy Cafe and try and see how far I can get on that today. And I would like to finish that part of the salad this week and then also work on my Funky Menagerie. And then when those two are caught up, I'm gonna go back to my Huckleberry farm. So
Hmm.
I really want to get that border going and make sure my fabric is big.
Big enough.
Yeah.
So those are my plans. And now that I'm done with my book, all I got to do is write the last 5 questions for the quiz, which I'm doing on my plan time tomorrow at work because the rest of the day I'm stitching. That's what I get for procrastinating.
Well, I mean, everybody procrastinates.
I know, but
I mean, some people don't. I'm sure some people are on top of things, but
who are those people?
Yeah, I don't know
and
those
not
people.
us.
And
I am a
Definitely
they
not
should
procrastinator.
do a TED talk or something because I don't believe they exist. I
know there's
I-
people that are like so together and stay on top of things, and I'm just like,
I think they
No.
lie. I don't think they're really on top of things. I think they just tell people they are.
yeah,
I think I'm
not.
on top of things, but then I'm really not. So
No,
I
I'm
don't even have an illusion. Okay. I mean,
I fully admit that I'm not type A. Like I
I'm
have
like
aspirations.
U or V.
Yeah, I have the best of intentions, but it just doesn't happen. And you know what?
I
That's
did make something yesterday.
Oh yeah, go ahead and show that.
oh yeah, show that.
So I've been whining about wanting needle books to go in my bags. And so I made a little needle book yesterday. I've been looking at needle books all over the place. And I mean, there's a ton of patterns out there, but I was like, I think I can come up with something. So, and
It's
then
so cute.
well, then I made one today to match my Cozy Cafe bag.
Oh,
My little counting book.
Did you make it a little bigger? Did you make?
I
the
made
same
it a
size?
little bit bigger and then I put the divided pockets in the back and that's how my scissors.
Oh, it's between 2 divided pockets.
Yes. And then if I kind of squish them a little, they stay really well.
Hmm.
So the only thing is I think I would like to put a little ribbon or some kind of little closure on it.
You could do a magnet because then you could also you could stick things to your magnet when you're working.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. But I have to
That's a-
figure out how to put the magnet. I don't know. Anyway, it was super simple and I see these in the future.
you could sew a snap to it.
Well, yeah, I could sew a snap and I've got this. I don't know. I was going to do something during quarantine and I bought this weird snap tool and plastic snaps. So I may actually get that out and see how it works.
Ooh,
Hi,
yeah.
Fern. Hi, Tweety baby.
Yeah.
So, but so when we get to 500, I thought, we're going to do another giveaway. I could do a little needle book to go with the little project bag.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So we could do kind of like a set or something anyway. So I'm really proud of me. And it didn't take anything.
It looks really nice.
It does. It really does.
So
you did it.
I did it. I'm so proud of me.
So yeah, that's probably it for stitching. I will say that normally, since there's new people, normally we've started every month choosing a designer to showcase. Last month it was MI Studio Creates. We did Witchy Stitcher one month and Good Morning Maui.
Good Morning Maui.
This month we took a month off to do all the whips April. As you can see, we're just really tearing that up. So
we really are. It's great.
Oh, well, hey, I figure I don't consider myself new starts, because if I bought them with the intention of starting them and the first part did not come out till April, like that's not my fault. So
it's not your fault at all.
Yeah. So anyway, but we will go back to in May choosing a designer of the month. So if you want to follow along and stitch with us, our hashtags for those are usually like we did hashtag TTS My Studio Sal, hashtag TTS Witchy Sal, and then hashtag TTS Maui Sal, and they're just open. I mean, it's just an open-ended thing.
Oh
so
yeah, it's one because
feel like you have to.
My Witchy still isn't done. My Maui's, even though I have multiple Maui's I've finished, I didn't finish the one I had started.
Yeah.
But it'll get done one of these days.
It's very late.
Yeah, there are no rules.
Nope,
no rules. No cross.
I don't believe in rules.
No rules.
So we will wrap up the stitching portion, and then we'll move on to our media corner, which people like it. So I'm sure there's some people that aren't too into it, but all the comments were like, keep it going. So you guys love listening to us ramble about random things. So if you don't want to hear us talk about what we're reading, watching, or listening to, you can click out now. We won't take it personally. But if you want to, we're going to start talking about that stuff now, because that's what we do. So I am currently I'm watching Q Into the Storm on HBO Max. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I am.
What is that?
It's about QAnon. It's good. It's interesting. It's 5 episodes. 6 episodes, maybe. It's interesting. It's well made, but if you're into it, watch it. If not, don't blame you. And then of course I've been like yesterday, all I watched all day was Special Victims Unit. I don't know what my problem is. I can't stop, but it's just like a brainless.
Well, and it's something good to watch. It's like me with Criminal Minds. It's something good to watch while you're stitching, because you don't have to like be focused on it.
And I feel like I'm getting into seasons. Like I watched it all when it was on TV, but when they like show reruns online, it seems like they show certain seasons and not all of them. So I'm getting into seasons that I've not seen a million times. So I've been kind of enjoying it, but I think I'm on season 11 or something like that. So what else? Oh, I rewatched some Bosch, because the new season of Bosch, which is on Amazon Prime, is coming out sometime later this month. And I would like to rewatch that, but we'll see. I'd have to stop watching Special Victims Unit. Real talk. So that's pretty much what I'm watching. Listening to, what did I listen to? I was listening to My Favorite Murder today.
Did you finish The Opportunist?
I did. There was like a bonus episode. I listened to that this week.
I need to listen to that. That's the one I haven't listened to yet.
I was trying to think what else. Oh, I listened to one of those Crimes of the Century.
Oh yeah.
Of the Centuries, I guess it's called. I listened to the one. It was like a recent one on Fatty Arbuckle.
Oh, okay.
So it was I know. I listened to a bunch of, and I'm sure you guys know this if you listen to podcasts. So they put the Dateline episodes onto podcasts. So it's basically just the audio of the Dateline episode. So it's usually And I think they're doing it like if they air it on Friday, like I think they put the podcast up. So it's like newer episodes, you know. So I've been listening to a lot of those because I love Keith Morrison. And so there's nothing more soothing than Keith Morrison's voice while you're
And
driving.
that's like an episode of Keith Morrison Dateline is like opening a Christmas present.
Yeah. It's
Anytime, like I'll have like 10 of them recorded that I haven't watched, and I will go through and start them to see which ones are Keith Morrison.
Yeah, no offense to anyone else.
Yeah, no. The other people are great.
Yeah.
But a Keith
It's all about
Morrison
Keith.
Dateline is like opening a Christmas present.
That's all about Keith Morrison. So I highly recommend it. And there was some that like I started it and I'm like, oh, I'd rather watch this. And so because I set them to record, I have a million Datelines on my DVR. And so I went and found it and I watched it instead of listening to it. But highly recommend if you're into Dateline. It's kind of nice just to have the audio with no commercials or anything. Other than the commercials that they play on the podcast.
Well, yeah.
And then reading, I've been kind of jumping around in books. I'm back in my can't settle on one thing. I was talking on Instagram to Memphis Sarah and we were talking about books. Oh my goodness, this cat has clawed me both times she's up here. And she said, because we were talking about that Sarah Mass book that I read, and then she said, have you ever read Kim Harrison? Which I used to read Kim Harrison a lot. And I was like, you know what, maybe I'll go back and read those. And so I picked up Dead Witch Walking, which is the first book, which I've not read for probably, I don't know, when it came out, I read it. So 15 years, I don't know how long it's been out. And so I've kind of been reading through that and we'll see if I keep going because I think they're up to like 15 books now. And I probably read up until maybe book 6 or 7. So
I think I've read Dead Witch Walking. I think that's the only one I've read.
uh-oh.
Sorry. I knew I could make it through a whole episode.
Puppies. So anyway, so that's what I'm reading at the moment. Along with, 4 other books that I'm halfway through and I don't know. So Whitney, what you up to?
Sorry, I was making sure she wasn't gonna howl. So I watched this incredibly strange movie on Netflix called What Lies Below.
Oh, I heard that was weird.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, it's super weird.
I heard it was weird.
It's one of those that you kind of like are the whole time you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Like it was different. Like lots of people online have been talking about it. So I had to watch it and I was just like, oh, okay. It was strange. And then today I started Them, which is a new horror series.
Yeah, I didn't know that was on
Amazon Prime. And it's about an African-American family that moves from North Carolina to Compton in the 50s.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of, I've heard that some of the episodes are pretty hard to watch because they move into a white neighborhood and they are basically terrorized is the gist of the, it very much reminds me of something like Jordan Peele would do. It's not him, but it's sort of like his work. Yeah. So I'm on just the second episode, but it's pretty good so far. I finished up the 2 of the episodes on Small Town Murder. They're 2 newest ones. I was going to go back and start where I left off, and then I just decided to start with the new ones and work my way down. And I'm not reading anything. I don't know. Can't get into reading right now. So
yeah, I don't know what the problem is because when I finish a book, I'm like, oh, I want to keep going. I want to read more, but then I guess I'm the same way with TV shows right now. Like it's just hard to find something to get into.
I did watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah. I haven't watched the newest one.
I just watched the first 3.
It's good.
I love it. It's good.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
That's you.
Reading, I just finished Me and Sam. What is it? Me and Sam Handle the Apocalypse. I just finished it, so now I need to finish writing my quiz for Mark Twain.
Was it good?
It was good. I wasn't sure at first, but no, once I got into it, I really enjoyed it. I really like it because the characters, a girl, she's on the spectrum. And a lot of times when you get a book with a character on the spectrum, it's usually boys. And so I liked that it was a girl because it's different. I mean, you know, girls are on the spectrum too. So no, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. And I'm also reading Kingdom Keepers because that was my,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So, and I do have a couple kids at school who are reading it. So I am going to have to keep up with it because they've been asking me questions.
I like those books though. They're fun.
I do too. No, they're fun. Listening to, I finished episode 8 of The Opportunist, and I need to listen to episode 9. And I haven't gone back to Tenfold More Wicked. So I don't know. There might be 2 or 3 episodes out now.
Oh, because there's a new one out, right?
Yes. And I think it's going to be really good. It's a judge in Texas in the 1930s. I think that's all I listened to this week. I didn't listen to much. And I haven't really watched. I cleaned up a bunch of Datelines off my DVR. Oh, we watched Purge movies last Saturday when we got together. So I came home and watched the first Purge. And I really liked it.
Is that the 4th movie?
Yes, it's like
Okay.
the newest one, but it's called the first. Am I getting
Purge.
the name right? The first Purge. It's where it's like the first.
Yeah,
Very
that's
first
it.
Purge.
That's the name of
Okay.
it.
Well, it's confusing because then I've also seen the Purge,
TV
which is
show.
the first Purge movie, and I've seen the TV
Oh
show.
yeah.
Well, I've seen parts of the TV show, but it makes me really want to go back and finish watching. I didn't watch all of season 1, and so
I
need to
liked
go back.
season 1. Season 1 was really good. Season 2, I didn't like as much.
Mm.
Season 1 was really good.
Do you know if there's going
I
to be a
think-
3rd season, or was season 2?
I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
I honestly don't know.
So, and I have not watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I'm probably going to wait till all 6 episodes are out and just binge it all in one day.
Yeah, I mean it's only 2 more weeks, I think. So
Yeah, that's what I figured. And I kind of liked it. That's kind of how I did The Mandalorian and most of WandaVision. And so that's probably what I'll do. But I'm thinking this afternoon while I'm stitching, I might watch Godzilla and King Kong, which I haven't.
Yeah, I still need to watch that too.
On
yeah,
Eastern
HBO Max also has the New Mutants, which came out.
Oh.
You know, it came out during all the COVID.
Okay, well, I might watch that then. I really want to watch Godzilla versus King Kong, but if either one of them dies,
I need you to watch it and let me know because
get-
we all know how I,
I get
do with
very
King Kong
attached
movies.
to my
Uh-oh.
monsters.
Yeah.
And if one of them dies, it's like when we're reading books at school, my kids automatically come up and tell me what books not. Miss McDonald, don't read Maxie's Secret because right up at the front of the book they tell you
Don't
that
give it.
Max dies.
You gave away the secret. You gave away Maxie's secret.
Well, but they tell you
Really?
it's like in the first chapter. I mean,
Yeah.
but the kids will always come up and tell me, don't read this one. It's about someone's grandma having Alzheimer's. Like, okay, thanks guys. I'll keep that one off the list. So I kind of need to know. So maybe I'll watch The Mutants and wait on Godzilla and King.
Yeah, I need somebody to let me know because
Well, maybe the 3 of us
can't.
just need to watch it together so that if we can't handle it, I mean, we know Carrie will be able to handle it because
Yeah,
Carrie
Carrie
has a
needs to
black
watch it
heart
first.
and cries at no
Yeah.
movie ever. She didn't even
I
cry
mean-
at ET when ET was dying,
to
okay?
be fair, not many people sob hysterically during King Kong, but
Yeah, I
I did
I
it.
cry enough in real life.
Whatever.
Movies are books. I don't cry. So if you can't tell, if you're new here, we like movies and we like horror movies. So I mean, that's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is definitely ours. So if you sat The Notebook in front of us or The Exorcist, we're probably going to go for The Exorcist. We watch everything though. We watch a lot of movies. Whitney and I used to go to 2 or 3 movies a week.
Yeah. Just the
Um,
movies.
you know, then COVID happened and have been in movie theaters since February 2020, right?
Yeah.
The last movie we saw was The Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man. Yeah.
And it's
We're-
getting
we're
harder and
fully
harder.
vaccinated, and maybe this summer we'll feel comfortable
I
going to a
know.
movie.
Yeah. let's get vaccinated, folks. Let's wear our masks. So
I'm
that
gonna shoot
go
so
back
we
to
can go
movies.
see the new Conjuring movie in July. Is that when it
I
comes
think
out?
it got kicked back. I think September, November. That's the problem, is things keep getting moved back. Like I might in May feel comfortable going and seeing, because we could go once I'm out of school, we go in the middle of the day or whatever. But
is anything coming out that? we
yeah,
wanna
but there's
see?
nothing.
Because I thought Black Widow was coming out this summer and you said it's gotten pushed back too.
Yeah. And we have a drive-in in Independence that has been showing movies a lot more and started earlier and are going later. So that's definitely something we could do, but they don't always show everything, because they're more.
Well, and
Well, it's a
sometimes
small
they pick
drive-in, too.
the older stuff. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what they did.
Yeah.
Well, of course, a lot of stuff wasn't coming out, but I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what they did last summer is as they were pushing back movies, they would go and pull older things. But that's not always bad either. I mean, I think one weekend there's
No,
and something else. So
That's when I'll cry, is when I can walk into a movie theater again. It'll be
Right.
really lovely. I'll be like, have a medium popcorn.
dead aliens, dead monkeys. Carrie doesn't care, but she can finally get popcorn and a soda at the movie, and she'll be bawling like a baby.
some flavored water and we're
Yeah,
good.
right.
Flavored water.
Red Vines and Mr. Pibb. So anyway, so we've rambled enough. I know you guys say you like our ramble, but we could do it all day. So
Oh yeah, it could go on forever.
you might not want to encourage
This
us,
time
so.
tomorrow, we could still be rambling.
So
It's
if
true.
you are still with us, thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. We
Um,
really appreciate you more than you
Really
know.
do.
if you bowed out half an hour ago, thank you. We get
Right,
it. so.
yeah.
But we hope you guys have a great week. We will be back next week. If you want to join us for our all the whips April, put that hashtag on there, hashtag all the whips April. I mean, we're whipping, we're doing our whips.
And you know
We
what?
are. We're
We
whipping.
won't know if it's a new start or a whip. Just
Yeah, we're not gonna know.
it's a whip.
Once you
Yeah.
start it, it's a whip.
It's
So
a
that
whip.
counts.
It's true.
One stitch in, it's a whip. That's all it takes.
There's
One
no
little
cross
egg.
stitch police here. So I mean, we started things just so they would be whips. So
Yep,
right.
we're
That's
not
true.
we're not one to
We
talk.
did.
So.
Huckleberry
So
Farm.
true.
So I hope the
Gotta have
weather
it
where you
touched.
are is delightful. Our weather's beautiful today, but then it's going to get gross again. So, we're going to enjoy it while we can.
That's right.
Just when my yard dries up.
Yeah, it's going to be, I don't think it's supposed to rain every day,
I'm
but it's gonna
surprised
be
your
chilly.
yard dried up.
It's
And
not.
by chilly, I
mean-
mean, it's going to be like 60,
Yeah.
which most people would not complain about right now. But when it's 75 one day, that's what you want all the time. So
And it was cold yesterday. Like it was in the 40s.
I didn't have my heat back.
gross.
Yeah.
Yesterday was gross, hence us
Yeah.
not recording. So we were going to work on my back porch. That didn't happen. It was just too gross. So
It was gross.
so have a great week. This cat. Sometimes she just doesn't do it. I don't know what her problem is today. So
She loves the mommy.
I guess so. So have a good week. We will see you next time. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you real soon.
Goodbye.
Bye.